In this tutorial, we're going to have a look at using the Create Outlines option in order to embed text. And this is really important as a final step before you go to print, so that you can ensure all the text or fonts that you've chosen are printed according to the style that you wanted to have. Select the text tool in Illustrator and type something, your name. I'm going to write industrial graphics. To find the character palette, it may appear up the top here, okay, just under the main menu, or you can go into Window, Type, Character. So that's the character palette. I want to increase the size of my font. At the moment it's on 12. I'm going to make it 72. I also want to change the font style and choose Impact so that you can see what's happening. As you can see, at this point I've got some large text there, and I can quite easily change the spelling of words if I find that I want to do something different, or I can modify the size of individual letters quite easily. So it is important that before you create outlines that you confirm that you've done everything you wanted to that text before placing it on your graphics. At this stage, this text is all one object. So if I modify a corner, or if I modify the bounding box, everything is affected. So in this example, I'm going to be happy with that, and I also want to create a little logo out of one of these letters. So I'm going to make sure that my text is selected, so it's got a bounding box around it. Go into Type in the top menu and Create Outlines. And if I zoom in, you'll notice that each letter has now been converted into a series of anchor points. I can now choose my white arrow tool, pick up individual anchor points, and adjust letters like so. I can also select several letters at once and manipulate just that little group of letters. I can also apply some effects. So in the tools palette, I've got my width tool showing. However, this palette with the twirl, pucker, blow, scallop, crystallize, you may want to tear that out. So to tear out a palette, I'll just show you that again. To tear out, just go over on the right here and click this little arrow that's on the margin, and that enables you to tear out that palette. So I can now affect those individual letters that are selected. If I don't like it, I can go Control Z. I can apply a different transformation, or I can choose letters individually and only affect certain letters. Oops. So you can do some quite interesting things with this palette, and by creating all your letters as outlines. So that was in the Type, Create Outlines option here. However, you need to make sure that your spelling is correct. and that one is now ready for printing.